You've been told you needed an estate plan, but what is in an estate plan really? If you have children, a growing estate, or a specific vision for the legacy you want to leave behind, you might be wondering, what happens if I don't do this? And what am I actually getting if I do? In this video, we're going to break down these questions. We'll talk about why an estate plan matters more than people realize, what's actually included in a full estate plan, and how will actually help you to complete your estate plan from initial consultation to signing in just 60 days. If you've been putting this off because it feels overwhelming, just stay with me. We'll talk through these points. So let's start with why this matters. If you don't have an estate plan, the government already has one for you, and you may not like it. Without a plan, your family can face probate court, extensive delays in accessing your assets, as well as heavy costs to deal with the entire process. They may have to post a bond, wait months to access your assets, and fight over decisions that you could have made for them in advance. I'm deeply passionate about helping families avoid this because it's preventable, and we can make sure that these delays and this extra cost is not a burden that's taken on by your family. I had a situation where a client kept saying he wanted to get his estate planning documents in order. He was always delaying it. We were working on a different kind of matter together. And suddenly one day he got sick. He went to the hospital. And while he was in the hospital, he said to me, when I get out, I'm going to do my estate plan. I want to make sure that my assets go to people I care about and not to my estranged relatives. Unfortunately, a few weeks after he was in the hospital, he died pretty suddenly. His estate went to his estranged family members. And it broke my heart because the people that were close to him reached out to me saying, I know that he wanted to leave something for me, but the law provided that his closest heirs by blood, even if they had no relationship for years, were entitled to his estate. That kind of situation can be prevented. So when you're wondering, what does an estate plan do for you? That's what it does. It allows you the ability to call the shots and have a little bit of control over who gets your estate when you die. An estate plan is more than a set of documents. It's a legal strategy that protects your assets, your family, and your vision. It covers two big questions. What happens to your assets when you die? And what happens while you're alive if you become disabled and you can't make decisions for yourself? So a complete estate plan not only makes plans for after you die, it makes sure that you have documents in place to take care of you while you're still alive if you can't do so for yourself. We usually call these advanced directives. You're probably familiar with a will, which only takes effect when you die. But we also prepare certain documents for you to avoid a costly guardianship proceeding to allow someone to take care of you upon a disability. This includes power of attorney over your finances, a healthcare proxy in a living will for someone to be able to make healthcare decisions for you if you're in a coma, for example, an appointment of agent to dispose of your remains once something happens to you so that your wishes are clearly outlined. If you wanted to take an extra step that has a document in place to protect both while you're alive and when you die, a revocable trust is the perfect instrument for that. Many of our clients use a living trust in order to allow a trustee to quickly access assets for their own benefit or for their heirs once they die. If you have children, guardianship nominations are also included. Depending on the state where you live, some of these can take effect immediately and over a long period of time. Other states don't allow this, but writing down your preference can be helpful for those around you. Our firm also provides a detailed list of asset action items. Many other firms don't do this. So why does it matter? Well, we do holistic estate planning, meaning we don't just provide documents to you. We look at all of your assets and we give you instructions on how they should be titled, what beneficiary designations they should have, and what steps you can take to minimize probate and delay when you die. So here's how we get it done for you, often in just 60 days. First, we start with a paid consultation that currently costs $500. At that meeting, we'll discuss in detail your family situation, the assets you have, and what your legacy goals are. I lay out options that might work for you based on all these different factors. Before we meet, I'll ask you to complete an intake questionnaire. This includes key information such as your name, address, assets, and family members. I review that before our meeting so that I can come up with certain recommendations that I think might be helpful for you to consider. At that meeting, you'll hopefully decide which of these options you like. You'll be able to ask me questions, say you like something or don't like something, but the goal is at that consultation, you decide which option you like for yourself. So now you decided. We get started. There's no dragging it out. We want to make sure that you're not left in a vulnerable situation of not having any documents in place. So how do we do that? Well, at the time that you say you want to move forward, we schedule a tentative signing date around 60 days out. That's our goalpost. That's what we're striving to get to. 60 days approximately from engagement, get you in to sign your documents. So yeah, it takes some focus. You might be saying 60 days is too long, or maybe you say 60 days is too short. Either way, we keep the process going so that you have one less thing to worry about. You'll know that your estate is complete. When families work with us, they're not just getting documents. They're getting peace of mind and a partner that's with them throughout the various stages of their life. We're here to help you protect the people and the purposes that are most important to you. If you're ready to take the next step, book a paid consultation using the link below to talk to us at our firm. We'll answer your questions, explore your goals, and map out a path that makes the most sense for you.